and set up their own virtual store instantly. An important feature that we've added is to find buyers and sellers near your region through the search option and also chat with them on a regular basis. The problem statement we're trying to address here is the lack of visibility of agricultural transactions that happen at the rural level, starting from the village where farmers hand over their produce to the local traders and they get a manual receipt in return. We want to enable every farmer or farmer group that sells agriculture commodities to have full control of their trade and make very informed decisions. An important feature that we have is stock management. By updating your purchases on a daily basis, you can understand the average rate at which you're buying the commodity and what is the minimum price that you can sell it at. More importantly, what is the margin that you're making on each sale? In just 3 steps, every agricultural seller will be able to create a GST compliant invoice that can be used for all official purposes. The only thing that needs to be added is the quantity, the rate, and you have to find your buyer and add them onto the platform. And instantly a compliant invoice gets created, which can be shared for tax purposes or for your internal purposes or with the bank to avail credit related to that invoice. You can also download reports of all your transactions for up to 3 years and share the reports through email or WhatsApp, or even print it out to show it at your local bank or NBFC to get credit. We're also launching a way to generate UPI QR codes on the mobile app, which can be shared with buyers to collect payments. The objective of this product is to create a completely digital ecosystem for farmers and traders. I would like to do a quick demo of the product. Our objective here with KVK is to be the main mobile application. So all the farmers, all the farmer groups involved with the KVKs can create their profiles, document details of their trade, find all related parties, all buyers, suppliers, and farmers on the platform, interconnect all of them on one mobile application and chat with each other on important happenings that are there. So we would want to be able, we would want to have the KVK to have visibility on each of the farmers' activities through the mobile cash flow application. I would like to do a quick demo. 1 minute.
Please go ahead. That would be interesting.
So this is the cash flow application. This is currently in English. We are planning to launch it in Tamil, Hindi, and Kannada in about 3 months. So this is how an individual farmer, there are 3 logins. There is a farmer login, there's a farmer producer company login, and a trader login, which could be a buyer or a seller or anyone who typically does not fall into the farmer or farmer producer company category. So here you can input details of your profile, your lands, how much land you hold, what are the crops that you are involved in. All the details of your commodities can be inputted, and you can add new buyers. You can add sellers. And for a farmer producer company, this would be the typical profile, your business activity, your address, how many farmers that you're involved with, what is the GST number, and more importantly, we provide a digital signature capability where you can upload your signature, and this will be used for all invoices and for all transactions to add more credibility to the transactions that happen on the cash flow application. You can also upload all related documents and view them so that you have one single database for all your activities. This is where you can track your records for a particular commodity, who have you sold to, who has to pay you how much, and all of the financial activities related to a single trade will be recorded on a day-to-day basis. This is how you would add a new buyer. You can either find the new buyer through the search option, or if the buyer is not present on the cash flow app, you could add them as well. This would be the dashboard where you can see what is your stock level, what is your sales level. You can add any commodity. There are more than 450 commodities on the cash flow mobile application. If your commodity is not present in the list, you could also add a new commodity, upload your own picture for it, and it would form part of the database. For each commodity, you would be able to track the price at which you are procuring, the price at which you're selling, and understandably the margin of the product as well. Here, for each supplier that you have, for each buyer that you have, a profile gets created where you can either record a payment or record a purchase that you have made. You can look at the purchase history with that particular supplier to see how much you have bought and sold so far. And the most important thing that we are also seeing a lot of traction with our farmer producer companies is the invoicing tool, where in just 3 steps, where you add a party, you add the product, and you add the details of your the quantity, the rate, and all of and the total amount, immediately a GST compliant invoice gets generated in the mobile application with your signature incorporated, so that it can be used by the buyer or by yourself for any official purpose. This is the list of orders that you might get. You would be able to call the person to discuss or chat through the cash flow chat feature as well. Again, this is also, the app also tracks for a particular commodity. If let's say it's maize, it would track the daily change that happens for the commodity. For example, if you've been purchasing every day or you've been selling every day, what is the final stock at the end of each day? What is the change that has happened? And what is the value of that stock that you own? That, I believe, stock management, I believe, is one of the most important features of the mobile application. Here you could see on which date, for on a daily basis, you would be able to see what is your opening stock, how much you purchased, how much you sold, and what is the closing stock. And the average rate gets auto calculated within the app just based on the daily. If you're buying for one day at 50 rupees and for another day at 45 and another day at 40, the average rate automatically gets calculated at the end of each day. You could also track all of your expenses here. You could upload the invoices, upload the receipts for all your for all your expenses. And this is the stock dashboard. For every commodity, you would be able to see in a particular month how much have you bought, how much have you sold, and what is the average rate. And here the margin. Let's say we bought at 1450. We bought at 1250 per quintal and sold at 1450 per quintal, and we have clearly sold the product at 14% of margin, and we have 150 quintals of stock left. So we can sell for anything around 1300 to 1450. What we're trying to show is we might have bought wheat even at 1300, but the average purchase price has come down to 1250, which means that if you sell at anything above 1300 or 1350, you would make a good 10% margin. And this is the kind of information that we want to equip each farmer and farmer producer company with, so they're able to make informed decisions on who to sell and when to sell. Like I said, these are the details you input when these are very simple three-step, it's a very simple three-step process. We have worked and built the app by working with actual farmer producer companies and traders, and how they record their transactions on their physical notebooks. We try to replicate the process in a very low touch method, where they just have to simply input few quantities to generate the final invoice. So here you can also, we are also connected to the government's API, where you can look at the latest commodity price for each product by region. So for you can search cashew nuts, or you can search coconut, or you can search for all kinds of vegetables to understand what is the latest market price in different mandis across the country. So for a farmer in Tamil Nadu, they can look if they would want to understand the price of any market price of any product, they can start going through mandis from A to Z to understand where it's selling at the highest and where it's selling at the lowest. Here, if cashews are at 9,000 per quintal, they'll also understand that the lowest that it's being sold today is at 7,000, and the highest it's being sold today is at 9,500. And these are the reports that you can generate. You can generate reports for up to the last 3 years. So all your sales, every activity that you've done on the Cashflow mobile application, that's why it would be very helpful to upload on a daily basis. Every activity that you've recorded there will be printable. You would be able to download it and share it via email or WhatsApp to any for any official purposes. And more importantly, why we have built this, why we are stressing on this particular feature, is to enable all of these farmers who do not have a thick file for them to go to any bank or to go to any NBFC to avail credit. We would want them to have this as their important economic trail, where they can show these transactions, where they can show a complete record of verified, credible transaction invoices and their reports to these people, so that they can understand that these are the transactions that they have performed over the last few years. This is a typical invoice, how it would look. You would also be able to add your signature, add bank details, and also add other details. For example, other expenses that might happen, labor or delivery or any kind of discount, you'll be able to add tax details. So this would be a very GST compliant invoice that you can generate. So like I mentioned, this is how you would enter the month range, you would enter the date range and see how much, and you can export it as a PDF or Excel and share it with the community. So this is how a sales report would also be generated. You can share it via SMS or any of your preferred electronic communication modes. This can be shared. So this is the cash flow application. Another quick feature that I'd like to add is the web store that we have. The web store is essentially a way for any farmer, any seller of agriculture commodity to instantly create their own setup, their own virtual store where they can add details of the product, where they can add details of any commodity that they are actively involved in, and that would generate a store that can be shared with their buyer or with their community, so that they would be able to accept orders and accept quotes through the Cashflow mobile application itself. Happy to take any questions.
Thank you so much, Archana. That was a fantastic presentation. And so there are two ways that this is helping the farmers. One is to keep a track of all their debits and credits, their payments and everything else, and also to generate any kind of a report that they might require to apply for a loan to the bank and all of that. So that's really wonderful to know. And you might want to take questions which are on the chat. So please go ahead and do that. Over to the next speaker for now, Dr. Ravindra Srinivas. Thank you so much, Archana, for being here in spite of your travel. Thanks.
Thank you, Mukta.
Over to you, Dr. Ravindra.
Yeah, Mukta, I think you have to make me the host.
Yes,
I'm not
so
able to
while
share.
I do that, why don't you start talking about what you, you are actually the co-host, you have the permission to share. Please go ahead and start talking about your product as well, your platform, the Raitu Sahai model.
Yeah.
Please go ahead.
Yeah, actually it says host disabled participant screen sharing. So
okay. So like I said, when I try to do that, please go ahead.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So good afternoon, one and all, and a special thank you to the hosts for bringing me as a panelist. I'm Dr. Srinivas, and I am the founder of EcoChoice Naturals. So we are basically a B2B organic food trading company. So what I thought I would just briefly share with you is, yeah, now it's enabled. Can you see now?
Yes, we're able to see. Please go ahead. Yes, Ravindra, go ahead.
Yeah.
Able to see. Yeah. Please continue.
Yeah. So we are basically an e-sourcing platform which uses what we call a Raitu Sahai model. This is for quality analysis, predicting shelf life and recommending buyers with the support of artificial intelligence and machine learning. I'll soon elaborate as to what all this is about. Meanwhile, we are in the live business of actually supplying to various customers the organic produce from the farmer groups. So we have some of our major customers like ITC Foods, both at Mysore and at Madhya Pradesh. And then we have also a couple of exports and some other leading brands of organic food in Bangalore. So the products that we are actually dealing with right now, if you see, and from where we are sourcing it, the supplier network is briefly here. So we have, mostly we do a lot of pulses, apart from rice, especially black rice, and then some amount of spices and jaggery and brown sugar. So if you see, a lot of the pulses come from Maharashtra and the Madhya Pradesh region and also from Rajasthan. We're also sourcing it from Karnataka. And the black rice, if you see, comes mostly from Orissa and West Bengal. And a little bit of brown sugar and jaggery powder and honey is sourced from the state of Uttarakhand. Yeah. So what are the issues that we've actually come across when we are working with the farmers? So basically, we talk a lot about connecting farmers to the market and market linkages to the big institutional buyers. But there are some genuine problems that we come across. So first is the quality issue. So most of the time, we don't have a post-harvest information about the quality. And especially in organic produce, you don't have any system of gradation. So there is no proper pricing, there's no proper quality information that goes to the institutional buyer. Second is the storage method is also expensive because many of the people face this problem, even FPOs. They don't have proper storage facilities and therefore storage is an expensive option. Three is the shelf life. So because we don't use any chemicals, the shelf life of organic produce is quite short compared to the regular produce, where they use fumigation and pesticides. But as you know, for organic, we are not allowed to use that. And there is also a supply-demand disparity. So what is actually required in the market is not available with the farmers, and what the farmers have is not really in demand in the market. So these are the major problems that we have come across. So the solution, as I said, is this Raita Sahayak model. So what is this Raita Sahayak model? Basically, a Raita Sahayak is a farm level aggregator based on location. So what he does is, based on the farm levels, the Raita Sahayak gives information on the quality of the produce, because the most important thing that the buyer seeks is to know about the quality as well as the availability of produce. Because as you know, most of the times, the buyer seller may say that we have this much of quantity, but actually when the buyer goes, that much of quantity may not be available with them. Similarly, the quality specifications what the institutional buyers give may not match with what the farmer is having there. So this Raita Sahayak basically is like a micro entrepreneur as an aggregator at the farm level. Who are these? So any individual, any representative from your FPO is eligible to become a Raita Sahayak, and he must be willing to be an entrepreneur, because the idea is we want them to grow into entrepreneurs or micro entrepreneurs at the farm level or at the village level itself. And there is, of course, preference to agriculture graduates or anybody who's having experience in agriculture, so that these people are able to understand the quality issues better. So what are the benefits of this Raita Sahayak model actually? So as I said, large buyers don't directly go to the farmer to procure things. And this has been what many of the institutional buyers have been interacting with us. So when you bring in a Raita Sahayak as a farm level aggregator based on the location, we are able to get some real-time farm level data. And then due diligence of quality is also possible to be done with the farm level aggregator. So based on this quality and the kind of specs that are available, we can help the farmer to grade his produce. And once the farmer grades his produce, he will get a fair price for it. Today, if you see many of the farmers, they just go to the local markets or the mandis, and then whatever price is quoted will be given. But once they are able to understand the quality and then meet that specifications and are able to grade it, they will get a much better price for it. And this will obviously eliminate possibly some trader and middlemen in the whole process, who may be exploitative or who may be buying it at a much lesser price and selling it at a higher price. And as I said, this pre-harvest and post-harvest data collected by Raita Sahayak is something what the institutional buyers are looking for. So many institutional buyers have approached us and said that we need to know what is the data available with farmers in terms of how much they are growing and what is the kind of crops that they're growing, so that well in advance, these institutional buyers will be able to block the produce and purchase it from the farmers through the aggregators. So we have, I'm just giving you one success story due to lack of time. So we had a buyer from Tamil Nadu who wanted about 5 tons of black rice. And so we analyzed that buyer specifications, and we contacted one of our Raita Sahayaks in the Vijayawada region of Andhra Pradesh, who was growing black rice. He has about 35 acres of land. Now, traditionally, what he was doing is he would go to the APMC yard or any of the local market and sell it at a fairly lesser price. Now, what we did when we got this order, we sent one of our team members who is a quality expert to help this Raita Sahayak to clean up the entire thing, which included the process of dehusking, dehulling, and then trying to segregate the grains, etc. So finding out if there are any infestations, beweld, and so on. So we brought it up to the level that is required for the institutional buyer. And then we were able to sell it for directly to the institutional buyer from the farmer. So what has happened here is that, of course, in this case, the Raita Sahayak was the farmer himself. So he was not real in aggregate because he was quite educated enough to be a Raita Sahayak himself. So he understood the quality aspects of it and was able to prepare his produce to meet the requirement of the institutional buyer. So he got almost 35% price more than what he would have actually was getting from the APMC or the local market. So this is one of the differences, as you can see from the photograph. He's the Raita Sahayak in Vijayawada, and he actually so benefited a lot. Like that, we have a number of success stories. I have just quoted one here. Now, all this we are doing with the manually, checking the quality, going down to the farm, etc., which is a very expensive and laborious process. So we now are planning or are in the process of developing a technology to empower the Raita Sahayaks. So what does this technology do? Actually, it essentially is just about an application which captures images via a mobile app, and that app uploads the images, and then it through a server. It is able to analyze what is the various quality parameters using the machine learning technology. So once that is done, then a quality report is generated for the product with basic parameters. So most important is what is the moisture content, what is the size of the grain, what is the infestation, what is the color, what is the percentage of brokens. All this will come out to you in the basic quality report of that produce. And in addition to that, what is unique is we will also be the technology will also be able to predict the shelf life of the product, because many institutional buyers keep their products in the shelf and they are worried about the shelf life, whether this will get infested, whether my product is going to get spoiled in 3 months, 6 months, 9 months. So therefore, we have incorporating a sort of a technology that will help to predict the shelf life, especially based on these parameters, whatever it is able to generate. And lastly, what happens is this app is able to recommend the buyer. So for example, if there is an institutional buyer, he's looking for rice, or let's say looking for wheat or dals, which we are dealing with currently. So he will just type out that on his buyer app. And that in turn, when he types that requirement, all the locations will come up where this wheat is available. And supposing he goes to the nearest location and then taps on that, he will get the quality report generated from the Raita Sahayak in that region, which he will be able to see and understand this is the basic quality report that is there. And therefore, I'm interested in the product. And then he will proceed to ask for the quote or the price of the product. So therefore, it becomes very easy for the institutional buyer to choose his produce, the region, and the quality through this app itself. So this is a pictorial depiction of what I just said now. So it's a very simple thing. The Raita Sahayak just captures those images. And I said the AI engine will actually analyze that data using sensors. So the app will have inbuilt sensors in it, especially to detect the moisture content and certain other even pesticide residue levels. And then you will get a quality report like this, which you can see in the third figure. So for example, here, so what is the extent of brokens or grains which are having any problem? So it will give you the percentage of it and how much of grains have been analyzed. So this will make it very easy for the buyer. So how does this pricing and payment model work actually? So right now what we are doing is, in order to incentivize the farmer and the Raita Sahayak, we have said that the Raita Sahayak will get about 2 to 5% of commission based on the farmer price. So here it has nothing to do with the buyer price. It has to do with the seller price, so that the farmer is incentivized to get a higher amount of price through the Raita Sahayak. So for example, if there is a demand for 10 tons of dals at about say 90 rupees a kg. So obviously it's about 9 lakh rupees is worth what the farmer's selling price would be. So the Raita Sahayak will get about 2 to 5% of this 9 lakh of rupees. And these payments will be directly made by our EcoChoice Naturals into the account of the Raita Sahayak separately and to the farmer separately, so that there is no exploitation or lack of transparency between the farmer and the Raita Sahayak. So what is the impact? So far, we have worked with about 1,000 plus farmers in all those regions I just showed you from the supplier network. In the next couple of years, 2 years, we intend to target at least 5,000 plus farmers. And we want to ensure that the farmers get 10 to 30% more price based on the quality of the product. And already through our experience, we know that they can get much more price than what they're selling it at. So presently, we have about 15 Raita Sahayaks spread across in various regions. But now we are started to onboard, and that is where we are seeking the help of the KVKs. In fact, we already got few Raita Sahayaks from the KVK in Karnataka itself. I think the KVKs in Ramnagara and one more district. Both the KVKs have helped us to identify a couple of the Raita Sahayaks. we are now requesting that more and more Raita Sahayaks can come through the KVKs. We would like to onboard at least 1,000 plus Raita Sahayaks in the next 3 years, and they will be getting a good incentive. Especially, we want to encourage women at the farm level to become micro entrepreneurs, so they will also have a form of employment and are able to participate in this whole Raita Sahayak. So what are we? So we are offering a quality assessment training program for them so that they are able to, first of all, learn and acquaint how to do the quality assessment and grading at the farm level. We will also acquaint them with the post-harvest technology and storage and handling methods. And of course, how to use the mobile application that we are developing, including the AI image processing, etc. This will be very simple. There is not, they don't need any kind of pre-computer knowledge or anything like that. And the first few batches of Raita Sahayak, we are in the process of giving the stipend to meet their expenses, so that these people are incentivized and motivated to work with us. So the whole idea is that through the Raita Sahayaks, we are able to get more and more farmers to work at the farm level. We can get better quality, and the ultimate aim is that we provide the linkage to the institutional buyers with the farmers with very, very minimum amount of any distortion or any kind of middleman playing a role over here. So with this empowerment of technology to the Raita Sahayak, and as I said, Raita Sahayak need not be, can be even the farmer himself if he is quite educated enough, or it could be a non-farmer but who is interested or having agri experience to come forward and then become a part of this entire movement. So our idea is to make this as a movement to give more employment, to ensure quality produce, and also greater fair price to the farmers. Yeah, so thank you for your time, and whoever is interested to become Raita Sahayak, kindly mail us at this, we have at info@adinaturals.com, or you can call us on the number that is available here, and we will be glad to guide you in terms of how to become a Raita Sahayak and become a micro entrepreneur.
Thank you so much, Srinivas. Please share your details on the chat as well.
Yeah.
Maybe you can just copy paste it. And so with that, we come to the end of the first vernacular kickoff, but in English. The rest will follow in vernacular. So thank you so much, all these speakers, for taking time out, and especially Dr. Singh and Dr. Naga. And thanks to Dr. Sapna, for whom this is her brainchild, and she just gave us the key, and then we've been running since then. Over to you, Naga, please. Thank you everyone for being here, and especially Dr. Singh. Thank you for getting all the KVKs also with us.
You enable the video. Thanks everyone for joining, especially Dr. Singh, because today we had around 150 people joining, and most of them are from KVKs. So that's the idea today, is about KVK is the best platform to take this forward to the country. And we are glad, thanks today, I think in the chat box, we shared details as well of Babu of VIT Agri School. And next Saturday, same time, 11 o'clock, this session, what the people who have spoken today, this technology, what they presented, they will be presenting, but it'll be lively translated in Tamil by the Babu's team at VIT. If Babu is on the call, can you enable him, Mukta? I think he can share the detail we got. So, sure. And we are requesting KVKs who joined from across Tamil Nadu, if you could support Babu by hosting these sessions in your office, inviting, maybe as Dr. Singh mentioned, all we need is just one farmer who is progressive and who's going to take this forward. He can support and motivate 30 plus farmers. So if you identify very, 5 to 10 farmers keeping the social distancing in mind, if you can invite and show them in your office, lively, put it in a projector or something, so that they can ask questions in Tamil, and Babu's team will be able to answer those questions in Tamil, so that they can have a live conversation in Tamil, so that the farmers can take this mark.
We have Babu on the call, sir.
Babu, can you announce your date and time, so that if you have any requests to all our KVK friends from Tamil Nadu?
Thank you very much, Naga sir and Mukta, for the opportunity. And we will be coordinating with the speakers today, and we will be preparing the content in Tamil with our team in our institute. And also the same program in the same Saturday, next Saturday, 11 o'clock, it will be hosted, and the links will be forwarded. And we will be doing parallelly when the speakers talk about their inventions, we'll be parallelly doing the Tamil translation. And the farmers who are attending the program can also ask questions and interact with the speakers. We will be acting as mediators to translate their questions also and translate back the answers also. Thank you.
Excellent. Thank you very
Thank you,
much.
Babu.
Thanks to Babu
Thank
and
you,
Ved
everyone.
for
Dr.
doing
Singh,
this.
any last few words before you leave, sir?
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much for being here.
I'm not able to put my video on, but anyway, thank you very much for hosting. And we have heard quite a new innovation.
Sir, I've made you the host. You should be able to try now if you want. No problem. Tell me, sir.
So thank you. Thank you very much. So it has been quite fruitful. I find quite new innovations have been shared by them. Altogether different in the marketing sector, and also looking into the, you can say, water consumption reduction. And these are very crucial, actually, looking into the requirement of the farmers. So hope this innovation is spread across. People will start joining this platform and getting benefits out of it. If you can make happen this one, you can say outcome of this whole exercise. So from my side, thank you, Mr. Nagarajan ji, and also Gupta ji, and all those colleagues who are here.
Thank you so much, sir. Pleasure having you here. And I hope we will be able to work collaboratively together. And I would also like to reach out to you to the KVKs for the technologies that have been developed there, so that we can showcase it on the Kisan Mitra platform like Naga was suggesting. Thank you everyone for your time, and have a great weekend.
Thank you, everyone. Bye.
Thank you. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.